Hello and welcome back to another YouTube video. Today we'll be testing out the frames per second in the Flight Factor A320 versus the Toliss A321. These are the settings I'll be using for both tests. In the top left hand corner you'll see the frames per second. Right now we're getting 32 on the ground in the Flight Factor A320. On the external view we're getting about 55 FPS. 55 FPS. I'm not going to do a proper flight, I'm just going to do a takeoff and look around the cockpit once we get in the air just to see what sort of frames per second we'll be getting. So, release the parking brake. Flaps on, slight nose pressure, 40%, I would just go Mantoga, whatever. $80 knots, start to release nose pressure. V1, rotate, gear up, down trim, still getting about 38 frames per second. Let's have a little look around the cockpit here. Stuttering, reduce the throttle a little bit. Still wing view. There we're getting about 45 frames per second. Go to the external view. As you can see, we're getting about 45 frames per second, maybe a little bit more here and there. As we're starting to gain a bit of altitude, FPS is rising a little bit, so we're now seeing about 40 frames per second, which is quite good. The frames per second might vary depending on what scenery you have. If there's quite a lot of scenery objects like buildings, you might see a lower frames per second. I think that's going to be enough for the test in the Flight Factor A320. Now let's switch over to the Toliss A321. So we are now in the Toliss A321, and to be honest I'm very confused. Everyone says that you get better FPS in the Toliss rather than the Flight Factor A320, which I also thought. For some reason we're getting 32 in the cockpit on the ground right now. If I look around as well, it's quite stuttery. Could possibly be to do with the scenery. So if we look over here, suddenly get 42. Right, I'm not sure how loud this is going to be in the recording. Hopefully it's not too loud, but here we are outside of the Toliss A321. As you can see, we're getting 60 frames per second, which is better than we're getting in the Flight Factor on the external view. Let's just have a look around here. Oh yeah, that's pretty smooth. It's really smooth. let's go back in the cockpit and do a takeoff. Auto brake max, cabin, and just get rid of all of this. Spoilers on, takeoff config. Oh yeah, might need some flaps as well. Right, do the same as we did last time. Park brake off, forward pressure on the stick, 40%, and we'll just go Mantoga. Knots, release that nose pressure slowly. No V speeds, V1, rotate. I'm just guessing. Whatever. Gear up. Down trim. And yeah, we're already getting about 40 frames per second, which is quite good. Let's go to the wing view here. Oh wow, almost 55 frames. So there you go, getting more frames in the Toliss than the flight factor. Let's go to the external view here. 60 frames. Got V-Sync on, so I can't get more than 60. Let's have a look around here. That is really smooth. Beautiful. If anyone is wondering, this is just sim Mallorca scenery. Highly recommend it. It's very nice. Weird stuff over there. I think that might just be an Plane 11.50 beta issue. The rest of the island is just Spain UHD. Looks really good. That's just freeware. So yeah, now we're getting 40 frames. If we look over here, we're even getting 55 frames, which is really nice. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, and if you want to see more content like this, please subscribe. Thanks for watching, and bye.